So the last video I left you guys on was conversion. For those who haven't seen it, basically letting you know that I have picked up a PlayStation 3. So now I can go ahead and give you my review on it. Now, let me tell you why I picked up the PlayStation 3. One, there's two reasons basically. One is because of the games. The games that are coming out is some games I really wanted to play. I love the Metal Gear Solid series. And I gotta admit, Metal Gear Solid 4 is fan-freaking tastic, but we'll go into that in a minute. Basically, that was one reason for the games. And two, I'm kind of tired of watching people say I own a 360 and I own a Wii, but I hate the PS3. Well, why do you hate the PS3? Have you played it? Have you experienced it? Have you turned it on? Have you got to listen to this and that? And no, they haven't. And so I gotta admit, that's basically ignorant. That's ignorance in a nutshell. And I want it to be, if I'm going to go ahead and let you know that I like a system or I don't like a system, I need to play it first. So I went ahead and played it, and these are my thoughts on the PlayStation 3. First of all, the controller. I'm going to start with that. The controller was actually really good. It was light. It felt like almost no controller in your hand, especially compared with the 360 controller. It connected a lot faster. My 360 controller takes about 8 seconds to connect to either my PC or my 360, where my PlayStation 3 controller takes 2 seconds, if that. It was one time that I was actually pressed it, and I was kind of waiting for it to connect, and it connected, and I still didn't even notice it connect because I was just waiting for the time. So yeah, it connects really fast. I guess that's that Blu-ray. Another thing is, that you can plug pretty much any USB object into a PS3 and it'll work. I plugged my keyboard, this video cam. I plugged in everything I could possibly plug in. I didn't have was and it worked perfectly. So yes, kudos. Now, one problem I did have with it, however, from the go, was this. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go to that, controller. It plugs up. It recharges. There's no need to buy a battery. Yay. Believe me, because I bought extra battery charge packs, and it's pissing me. It pissed me off at the time. So it's been a while now, so it doesn't need to piss me off anymore. But okay. So when I opened up the PlayStation 3, right, one of my biggest problems is that Sony let you know that this is a high definition generation gaming console, which means that, in my opinion, if you're going to say that, it should come with high definition cables. Why didn't my PlayStation 3 come with high definition cables? My PC came with high definition cables. My 360 came with high definition cables. My Wii came with enchanted extended high definition cables. I mean, you know what I mean. It came out with better cables than that of the PlayStation 3. No, I'm just kidding. It came with the same cables, but that's the problem. Why are you coming out with the same cables as the Wii? Not knocking the Wii, but the Wii is supposed to be standard definition. So why am I getting standard definition cables? Sorry, just want to fix my mic. Sorry if you got plugged out. So anyway, whatever. I went ahead and bought a HDMI, and I plugged it in, and I got to experience it. Now, when you turn on a PlayStation 3, I have to admit that whole sound that they do is fantastic. It kind of lets you know that you're about to be into an experience that you have never experienced before. So now going on to the games. These are the games I played. Metal Gear Solid 4, Killzone 2, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, which I didn't like. I liked it at first, and being a Naruto fan, I just couldn't deal with it anymore. In my opinion, because the PlayStation 2 version of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Shippuden, or what it was called, that was better, in my opinion. Little Big Planet, Street Fighter 4, these are games I played, and all of them were a great experience. I especially liked Little Big Planet. My God, you guys have such imaginations on you. It's incredible. I mean, you guys were just inspiring me to do stuff. I played this one board with this guy who's on my friends list, and basically it was like a gauntlet thing or a gladiator thing where it was like 2 of you, or it could have been 4, but right now it was 2 of us, and what we had to do is there was weapons everywhere. You had to grab the weapons and throw the weapons and then fight each other with jetpacks on. It was fantastic, and it really escalated and showed how, what that game was all about. So yeah. In my opinion, it was very good. Even I played a few racing games on Little Big Planet, so it was good. One problem I do have, it's not really a problem, but in my opinion, I don't think you need to install a game in order to play it if you're working on a console. That being said, it's Blu-ray, so I understand, and it really didn't bother me because I'm a PC gamer anyway, so yeah. What else? That Now, in terms of the console, that was pretty much it. Everything else I loved about the console. Really, I did. Um, oh, chat. I don't understand why you're in a video chat or in a chat. They only have video chat. They do have text chat, but why would you want to bother with that? But when you're in that chat, you can't do anything else. Like I was stuck in a chat with Snake Double O, and not that I have a problem in a chat with Snake Double O, but what if I want to go ahead and play a game? Like I do a 360. I'm like, okay, well, let's jump to the chat, and I'm going to play Gears. So I'm going to go ahead and play Gears. Well, why can't I talk to you and play Gears at the same time? That's multitasking. Why can't I do that? And I was pretty pissed off he did it. PSN took a long time to download the demo. That also annoyed me. I had to actually download the demos and go to sleep, only for me to wake up and only half the demos be done. There's just a lot of things that I just was not liking, basically. Excuse me. Product placement, Pepsi. Send me money. Overall, let's see, it took a while. When I did finally was in a game, yes, it was good. But one, it took me a while to connect, and there's no party system, and that kind of annoyed me too. Because I mean, if you got friends, you need to always be able to jump into a party and be able to play together. I mean, in this generation, it's not about function. It's not about games really anymore. It's more about not only games but functionality as well. That's something that really needs to be addressed in the PlayStation 3. It has plenty of games now, and that was one of the good things. You guys, how did El President say it? El President said that Xbox 360 fanboys been saying, "We got no games, we got no games." Oh, I like that video. Anyway, yeah, they got games now. They got games, so games is definitely not an issue now. It's functionality now, because really. There was a lot of things that I was thinking, and I mean, if you're getting the console strictly for the games, then by all means, boo-boo, grab a PlayStation 3 if you're going just for games alone. But if you're not, and you're looking for more than just games, multiplayer experience, then I cannot recommend the PlayStation 3. Home was, and I was trying to, I knew this was going to happen, and I feel bad, too, for PlayStation 3 fans, because I was telling you, they were all excited, they were saying, PlayStation Home versus Xbox 360, and I'm like, listen, home is not going to be what you think it is. There is no way that home is going to be this thing. I'm telling you, Sony's going to drop the ball, and they really did drop the ball. Now, it's a beta, so I can't really say that entirely, but right now, yeah. Xbox 360, Xbox Live does own home. Really, it does. And PSN. I'm just being honest. I'm not being biased or any way. I really am trying to be, I'm being as honest as I possibly can. And my honesty has to say that right now, in terms of graphics department, yes, PlayStation 3 owns all. In terms of the controller, with the exception of those little back buttons, yes, PlayStation 3 owns. It comes with the controller basically plugs in and it works perfectly. You don't gotta buy extra batteries. Yeah, those two things alone, yes, it does make for a compelling argument. Unfortunately, I've got to experience the PlayStation 3 for myself, and that's pretty much all the argument that you have, in my opinion. Little Big Planet, definitely a good argument. I would. The Uncharted beta, big ups to. Oh my God, I should have wrote his name down because I don't have it anymore. But he gave me his beta pass to and it actually wound up working. So I'm sitting there playing it, and I was enjoying every goddamn second of it. Prez said, how the hell, well, he said the F word, but I'm not going to use the F word. How the hell can a beta play better than Gears? Now, I've never played Gears of War 2, but I'm telling you right now, I haven't played Gears of War 2, like I said, but I can really believe that that game is better than Gears. Seriously. Seriously. I'm like, I couldn't believe, I'm sitting there playing like, oh my God, I cannot believe how much fun I'm having right now. I mean, there's one part where I was shooting this guy, right? I'm running backwards, and my guy slipped off the edge, and he fell and grabbed onto the edge, and I thought to climb up at first, but realizing that was stupid. What with the guy having a gun aimed at my head, I jumped down and got back up and climbed the other end. He's still looking for me. I came back and shot him in the back. It was fantastic. So, okay, I'm running out of time, 9:30. In my opinion, I gotta say, even though the games, if you're looking for games, good games, to play for the most part by yourself, single player, then yeah, PS3 is the way to go. But if you're looking for multiplayer and multiplayer functionality, I cannot recommend a PS3. Anyway, I'm running out of time. That's just my opinion. Feel free to talk to me down there. I will answer any questions you have or any comments. You have a good night.